What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, honey, and we are down here. We don't have anything to talk about. We're down here sipping our coffee and talking about what's on the blogs, girl. Ooh.
I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Let's see what's on the blogs, okay? Let me have a sip of coffee first. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. I have a goal of 1,000 likes. I would really like if y'all would help me. Every time you click on this video, like, not every time you click on it, but if you click on this video, like the video, okay? Like it. Leave a comment, right? But I'm really trying to get my likes up, because like I said in the other video, my son, he was like, your ratio is off. You got a lot of views, but not enough likes. So if you've viewed the video over 1,000 times, I should have 1,000 likes, right? Or, I'm trying to get likes. You can thumbs down. I'm sure there's thumbs down. They don't show the thumbs down anymore. I think that's a way to deter people from just being like hate watching things and just going and thumbsing down things. But you could still thumbs down if you don't agree with me. That's fine. I don't expect you to agree with me. I have a lot of weird ideas in my head that a lot of people are like, I don't know about that, Erica. It's okay. You don't have to know about it. You don't have to know about it. It's okay. And another thing I want to tell y'all, and I know y'all mean well when you do this, when you don't agree with anything, a topic that I have, or my opinion about something, you don't have to preface it with the conditional, I love you, but Erica, I love you, but Erica, I love you, but no, don't tell me that you love me. Just tell me where you disagree, okay? You don't have to do the disclaimer that you love me, because you don't love me, okay? But just say what you disagree with, and we could keep it pushing. And you don't have to agree with me. I don't expect people to agree with me. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't say things in an effort like pander. I don't pander. I ain't trying to get you to like me. I ain't trying to get you to agree with me. I'm just saying what the fuck I want to say, okay? How I feel about a certain situation. I feel like I need to go to the dispensary after this. I feel like I'm running low on flour. I can't remember. I think I'm going to go to the dispensary after this. So go ahead and like the video. So that's my goal. I have a personal goal of trying to get my video likes up to over 1,000 likes. So if you like the video, if you're watching this video and you haven't, if you're watching it on your television, go on your mobile device and like it. Unless you're signed in to YouTube on your television, you can like it on there too. They've now created a way to like the video on the TV. So you could do it there, or you can just go to your mobile device and like it from your mobile device and continue and enjoy watching, okay? I appreciate that, because I am really trying to, it's just a personal goal for me. I was looking at my likes, and my son was like, yeah, the likes don't look like it matches you on one video. I'll tell you an example. On one video, I have 7,000 views. 7,000 views and 829 likes. It should at least be 1,000. It should at least be 1,000, right? 3,000 views, 480 likes, right? The last Nothing to Talk About, where I talked about Azalea Banks and B. Simone and Jackie O, that has 10,000 views and 1,200 likes. So I like that. I need the likes to get over 1,000, right? So like the video, please. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, I'm in the wrong section. I was looking like I didn't save this. I saw Lil Boosie's face. I was like, I know I didn't save no story on Lil Boosie. Child. His decrepit, Walking Dead looking ass. All right, so let's see what we got on the blocks. Okay, Larsa, Pippen, and Marcus Jordan are set to host an upcoming podcast together. Larsa posted, I'm super excited to announce our podcast, Separation Anxiety. Follow us and listen weekly, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen to podcasts. First episode drops tomorrow. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Larsa is that deep. I think I've said it before. I don't think she's deep enough to have long form conversations. I wonder what she's going to talk about. It should be interesting to hear her ideas about things. I just don't think that she's a very deep person. I think that I don't know. I just don't see her having long form conversations. I just don't see it. That podcast offer. I don't see it. I'm like, what they going to talk about? We'll see. We'll see. Y'all let me know if y'all listen to the first episode of Larsa and Marcus Jordan. Maybe I'll listen to it but I just don't feel like listening to somebody who's less than smart for any length of time, who I feel is less than smart. Maybe she'll shock me, huh? Maybe I need to listen to it. Maybe Larsa will shock the hell out of me. Rapper GunPlay goes after fans requests refunds from his daughter's GoFundMe after seeing him gift Rick Ross a chain. You never gave from the heart. He's mad. Okay, so GunPlay is from Love and Hip Hop Miami. He's had some substance abuse issues, addiction issues, and things like that. He had a daughter. He's your typical. He had a daughter. The daughter needed open heart surgery. The daughter's mother created a GoFundMe. Of course, people are giving. It's a baby. It's a little baby. Open heart surgery. People are giving. I feel like people are giving from the heart. I feel like when that happens, they don't know nothing about you. They don't know you. They just see a little baby in need. They start a GoFundMe. They raise however much they raise. And then in the next clip, there's another story, right, going on as this is happening, where DJ Envy goes after Rick Ross, knowing that GunPlay and Rick Ross are close, and says about GunPlay, the GoFundMe says, basically telling Rick Ross, how are your boys out here asking for GoFundMe and money and stuff like that? These are your boys, basically, that he should not have had to do a GoFundMe. You need to be taking care of your peoples. Now, after all this, then you see GunPlay submitting, right? Because men know how to submit to other men, all right? You see GunPlay submitting to Rick Ross and buying him a chain. When Rick Ross said, I ain't gonna sell it, I ain't gonna pawn it. What did he say? Girl, wait, here you go. I'll never sell it, bro. You know I love you, bro. I'll never sell it. He gave him a chain. Rick Ross is laying in the bed with his titties hanging underneath his arms, right? He got his titties hanging underneath his arms, and here comes GunPlay with this box, looking like an old butler, right? In full submission to this man. And Rick Ross is laying on the bed like this, right? Girl. And he gives him a chain. So people wanted their money back. How am I gonna give you some money for your daughter's open heart surgery, and you over here in the next scene, right? Buying a rich nigga, right? A rich nigga, like, you need it. He don't need no chain. Just the fact that you buying him a chain, whether the money came from the GoFundMe or not, the optics look crazy as hell. You are in need. Your family is in need, and you over here buying a chain for one of the richest niggas out here? That don't look right, GunPlay. I want my money back. Girl, give me my money back. Give my money back. I thought y'all was in need over there. Y'all buying chains and shit. Girl, give my money back. The people are asking for their money back. So GunPlay is mad. He cussing the people out. Wait, here you go. For all you PUSSYASSBITCHESs and niggas that donated to my daughter's GoFundMe and got a refund you never gave from your heart. F you all pieces of SHIT. She was only 9 days old. Emergency open heart surgery for a little baby. And you over here in full submission mode, honey. With a nigga with his titties hanging down from each side of him as he lay on the bed, and you come in there tiptoeing on your tiptoes with a box in your hand with some chains in it for Rick Ross when DJ Envious, when DJ Envy was just criticizing Rick Ross for not taking care of you, and you over here taking care of him. Y'all look crazy as hell, but I'll tell you one thing, these niggas want y'all to submit to them. They submit to each other. They understand it. GunPlay looks so silly running in Rick Ross's room, giving him that box with the jewelry in it, girl. It's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, let's see what's on the Jasmine brand. Gangsta Boo's cause of death revealed. It says that this is from the Jasmine brand. According to reports, an autopsy report states she passed away from an accidental overdose. Fentanyl, cocaine, and ethanol, which is alcohol, were reportedly found in the rapper's system. As previously reported, Gangsta Boo died at the age of 43 on New Year's Day. Her loved ones had their funeral service on January 14th. Well, that's sad. She was high as a kite. She went out. Never came down. That's really sad. Well, at least we found out what it was. I think a lot of people knew what it was already. Remember when they got kicked off of marriage boot camp for having a white substance in there, her and her boyfriend? Stop Mariah Mills petition gains traction as ex-porn star continues to rant about Zion Williamson. Like, yeah, she seems like a little like clicking the light on and off. You won't ignore me, Michael. You're not going to ignore me. What was his name? Dan? What was that man's name from Fatal Attraction? I will not be ignored, honey. That's what she's giving. She's giving I will not be ignored. What was his name? I think what's his name? Dan? Hold on, let me see the characters' names. Michael Douglas. What are the characters' names, child? Dan. I will not be ignored, Dan. Yep, Daniel Gallagher cheated on his wife, and the woman became obsessive. But that's what that lady is giving me. People on Twitter are blocking her. Like, I don't want to see none of her tweets because she keeps talking about this like she's letting it out, and it's not. A lot of the times on Twitter, for me, I remember when I used to rant on Twitter. It's not for you. Like, you might be following me, you might see it, but it's really for me to release and get out what I want to say. It's not for you. You just so happen to see it. So she might be in that mode where she's just letting it out. She's just letting it out. But where I kind of am suspect is she hashtags his name or she tags him instead of just letting out her feelings about the situation. I guess, the story goes. A basketball player has a pregnant girlfriend, is fucking with a porn star, or fucks with her on another day, or has her in a hotel room. You know the story. It's age old story, right? But the people are stop Mariah Mills because it's been days. Can we just collectively ignore her shenanigans at this point? Auntie Anita just kicked Babyface off her tour. We should be focused on that instead. Because it's time for her to be fucking for real. I'm big mad I never been able to finesse a pro athlete. Because she's tripping. This hoe's crazy if she think anybody finna wife her. A black man at that? When this hoe only gonna take white dick? Girl, go cry in a hole. Girl's a mess. Ex-porn star Mariah Mills accuses Zion Williamson of locking her in a hotel room. Quote, treated me like a sex doll girlfriend. Mess. He sent her $20,000. It's been 7 weeks now. You can get a DNA test. She's pregnant, I guess. He done impregnated the porn star. And he has a pregnant girlfriend. Yeah, she keeps tagging him. You know you've been trapped, Zion Williamson. That's why you switch all your banks up. You really effed up big time. I'm not able to get back to work for this stress you have put on me, Zion Williamson. I haven't slept all night. I'm in emotional distress and losing money. You maintained my livelihood since 2021. What am I to do now? You need to fix these damages. She's talking like she's ready to go down to the courthouse. Yeah, she just keeps tweeting and tweeting and tweeting and tweeting. And the people are over it. The people are so over her. All Zion Williamson had to do was require an NDA and this would have been avoided. He's not even her man. He's nobody's man. That's one of the things y'all got fucked up. Y'all be thinking these niggas have, just because they have a pregnant girlfriend, that's her man. That's not her man. Especially if he's out here having sex with adult film stars unprotected. That's nobody's man, girl. He doesn't publicly claim you. That's another thing y'all got fucked up. Y'all be letting these niggas run relationships. He doesn't publicly claim you. It's time to build a bridge, sweetheart. If he doesn't publicly claim you, that's not your man. Because it's time for her to be fucking for real is sending me right. This is embarrassing on her end in more ways than one. He basically paid for her services. He wanted to use her because she was a porn star. She caught feelings. He didn't. And the fact she thought he was going to wife her is wild. He didn't marry you, sis. You was just a piece of pie. There's so many women that put so much value in that marriage license. Girl, I don't think he owes her an apology because they're not married. And even though they're dating, he still has the right to move on with his life. Y'all women need to stop claiming these men when they're not trying to marry you. She's been with him since 2021 and he hasn't proposed to you. Fatal attraction is real. Hopefully she isn't bringing a baby into this world because she's not stable. Your mother or guardian or therapist needs to let you know having a baby doesn't keep a man, and neither does harassment. I'm kind of on her side. This is a person with a man's profile pic. I'm kind of on her side. I'm sorry, but when you read the last few tweets, it's completely rational to think that what she thought. He finessed her, not the other way around. He clearly fed her lies and was out there having raw sex with God knows how many women. He was smashing Mariah and flying her out a week before the public reveal. That's cycle stuff, y'all. Come on. Now she's crazy because she's publicly processing her pain. That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. I feel like she's just talking and everybody is like, girl, shut up. But I think she's just like tweeting through it, right? How many of you guys reacted in harsh ways due to betrayal? She's human, y'all. Just because she's a porn star doesn't mean she's not human. Most of y'all recorded some porn and didn't get paid, so it's not for us to judge. Hashtag sex tapes. Come on, baby girl. Just take that L in silence. We have heard enough, Lord. That looks like Farrah from Destiny's Child. I know she does kind of look like Farrah. She know what she's doing. It's bringing traffic to her OnlyFans page. I'm sure her money is up. Zion needs to learn from Raven and get in the NDA business. Side chicks that won't let it go. God bless her. Because it's time for her to be fucking for real. Took me completely out, right? This girl needs to chill. She ain't even cute at all. And she wants someone to wife her. She wants that black man child support bag. But she ain't getting it. Let me look at the profile of this person. The category civil rights has me dying, yes. Internet is a crazy world. Some things happen here. Feels like an alien story time. Girl, take a chill pill and go heal. I'm surprised you don't have a Charlie horse in them fingers from posting so much. She's just processing. That's why I used to process on Twitter too. If y'all been following me on Twitter, I really don't care about people from... I have a Twitter page. It's Erica De Niro TV. Go follow that page. I also have a personal page, but it's okay. Where do I sign up? Because I'm motherfucking tired. Right. Yeah, she's been going on and people are like, I've had enough, and they're blocking her. They don't even follow her and they're blocking her. So that's that on that. So hopefully she gets some, I don't know. I don't know what she's trying to get from this weirdo looking man. All right, let's see what else is going on. Amber Rose spoke out. Are we going to sit back and let this happen to Sukihana? She was sexually assaulted and no one did anything. This is the entertainment business, and she's an entertainer. Using her lyrics and persona as an excuse to physically touch her and force her without her consent is absolutely disgusting. What happened to protect black women? Yeah, I'm so tired of people asking what happened to protect black women, because I feel like now it's a joke, right? Because we know what it looks like. We know what it looks like. I'm sorry, but at this age, in this day and age, at this place in the game, I don't think that you can expect a large collective of people to abide by that or to live by that. Protect Black women. I feel like it's just another tagline, another slogan, another hashtag that really doesn't have any meaning behind it for a lot of people, because we know what it is. We know how people move. We know how society operates, right? I'm not one to keep repeating that Black women are the most disrespected, the most this, the most that, the most that. No, I'm not repeating that. But I'm not going to keep saying protect Black women, protect Black women, protect Black women, because oftentimes the only protection that Black women get are from other Black women, right? And you have to be mindful with that, because in that collective of Black women, you have some male identified mountain climbers. Okay. And they are agents themselves, right? In disguise, right? So you got to be careful even with that, because you have some women who are like, whatever, like in the comments saying you get what you deserve. This is the way you present yourself, and da 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 da. Right? So, she says, whatever happened to protect Black women? I cried watching that video, and I'm sure a lot of women have as well. Yeah, he forcibly kissed her. That was out of control. And this is just an example. Like, y'all need to let any little young women in your community, boys, show them this is not how you treat other girls. You are not entitled to their bodies just because they exist. Little girls are not required to like you just because you're a boy. They're not. They're not. They're not required to like you just because you buy them a drink. Don't think somebody is going to like you in exchange for a lollipop. That's not going to happen. Okay? Let's see. Kroy Biermann blames Kim Zolciak for financial setbacks amid new lawsuit over unsettled Rolls-Royce payments. Confederate Kroy finds himself entangled in a bitter divorce with KKK Kim Zolciak while simultaneously facing a new lawsuit for reportedly failing to make lease payments on a Rolls-Royce. Honey, let me tell you something. Kim Zolciak had that man over there protecting and providing for her, and she was twisting his motherfucking pockets, child. Girl. Taking all his money, honey. He was like, I've had enough. The gambling, the drinking. Newly obtained court documents acquired by TMZ revealed the former NFL linebacker allegedly failed to make his payments on his 2020 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. According to the documents, BMW executives asked Kroy to return their $400,000 premium SUV, but he refused. 400,100? That's odd. Okay. A lawsuit includes alleged lease agreement signed by both parties, provides explicit details regarding Confederate Kroy's recurring inability to fulfill his monthly payments. According to the agreement, spanning from July 2020 to July 2023, BMW claims that Kroy was obligated to make monthly payments of $5,297.64 per month for 36 months, with a total sum of $190,715.04. Kroy's attorney informed TMZ that Mr. Biermann never imagined that he would find himself in a position of having his car repossessed. But this is the fallout when folks find themselves spending way beyond their means. I've always said Kim Zolciak was living beyond her means. It's a lot of folks. I always say that about Atlanta. It's a lot of people in the world living beyond their means in order to present a certain lifestyle to their community, right? A lot of people. I say that in Atlanta because I feel like as a culture, part of the culture is like being able to present to the world that you have something that you really don't have. Like, what's the quote saying? You trying to attain things you can't afford to impress people that you don't like, that don't even fuck with you, that don't even like you. It's real. I feel like that happens a lot. And I think that's just the culture down there. I really feel like that's just the culture down there. I feel like it's a culture in a lot of places, but specifically like that whole thing that's going on in Atlanta, it's a lot of that, like, it's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of that. I'm sure it's going on in every place, but you know, Atlanta is the, what do they call it? The Black Hollywood. So it's a lot going on down there in that aspect. I know, please don't get in my comments saying it's going on everywhere. I understand a lot. People everywhere live beyond their means. That's just to impress people that they don't even fucking like. It's true. Well, Kroy, you better pay your bills, honey. Pay your bills, child. I don't know what else to say. Ryan Seacrest reportedly becomes the candidate to host Wheel of Fortune in replacement of Pat Sajak. Yeah, Pat Sajak is retiring after 40 years, girl. 40 years. Can you imagine being on a job for 40 years? So Ryan Seacrest, yeah, I can see him replacing him. Ryan Seacrest is you know, he's getting into that realm. You know, he's always been like the kind of talk show host type of guy. Let's see, how old is Ryan Seacrest? He's 48. Yeah, I think how much longer is Wheel of Fortune gonna run? Another 40 years? Can you imagine? I used to watch Wheel of Fortune with my grandmother. Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, and I would be so amazed that she knew all the damn, when they would be on Jeopardy, it'd be these random topics, and they would give the answer, and she would know. I would be like, how do you know that? I told you my grandmother was so smart. Oh my God, that lady was so smart, so smart. Crossword puzzles. I tell you, I used to. Okay, so after I moved out, you know, I was raised in a multicultural home. So after I moved out, I would be doing crossword puzzles, right? And I get stuck, right? My grandmother did crossword puzzles all the time. She'd get the newspaper, fold it up, and do her crossword puzzles, right? Just smart. I would be doing a crossword puzzle. I would get stuck. I would call my grandmother. She would say, okay, what's the clue? I'd give her the clue, and she would be like, how many letters is it? I count the boxes, baby. She would know it. I was like, how do you know this? How do you know these things? When Jeopardy would come on, I would be so impressed by the knowledge that my grandmother had in her brain. Like, how did you know that? Baby, she stayed reading. Stayed in the newspaper, stayed reading. She's so smart. So smart. I would be so impressed with her, especially in Jeopardy. I'd be like, how you know that? That is just so random. How did you know that? But she would be knowing, baby. She would be knowing. Shout out to my grandmother. Shout out to Maddie. Yes. 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 Okay, let's see. Let's see what else. Okay, that's it for right now. That's 30 minutes, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.